Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Falcons will put total leather and we'll get started. Just into the end zone and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Rainbow Warriors will have some work to do after that short return. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He wants to throw here on second down. He makes the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Air Force's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Dating to the days of the great Fisher to Berry at Air Force, you need a great ball handler at quarterback.
And that's not something you say about every university. Obviously, Air Force is different. It's unique. It's more about running the football. It's more about the option consistently. So you got to have a guy that can handle that ball, not put it on the deck, and not make mistakes.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Makes the grab outside. It's Edwards. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Air Force. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
7, Hawaii, 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3. Time to take a shot. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got room on the return. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Goodman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the run, it's Boyd. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. On the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for space. It's Boyd. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Got it in the middle. It's Kennedy. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TF out.
Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Boyd. Still running at the 40. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Discards a man. At the 40, there he goes. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Rainbow Warriors have a first down. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hawaii! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7.
That makes the score Air Force.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Chen. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Across the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Falcons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Looking for room at the 30. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Touchdown, Air Force! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this thing.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effort.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Crosses the 30, he's got away. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawaii. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second time.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The give to the back. Smashes through. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8. It leaves them with a 4th and 2. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rainbow Warriors will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Air Force has it back and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Still running at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown Air Force. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And now on second down for this offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. Touchdown Falcons. And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Bringing it out. And the ball is loose on the return. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Oh, gave the defender the business. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And the Rainbow Warriors pick up the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. It's a draw. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The corners are walked up tight. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. This is a 3rd and long.
3:25.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield.
The ball carried by the quarterback.
The Falcons will call on their punt team.
Now, a 4th down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Cole.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Air Force! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Air Force 66. Hawaii.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's good.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons. And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Goodman. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. 1st down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move at the 30. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I don't coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw on second down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires one high and deep. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
On the run, it's Chen. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. And the Falcons are rolling down the field. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running back goes in motion. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and